Hey YouTube. Yep. I know I haven't recorded in a while, and I'm sorry about that. I've been caught up in my life and doing things, and honestly, since I was kind of going through a difficult time with my diet, I didn't really want to post anything, since I guess I wasn't following everything correctly. And what I mean by that is I really didn't, I was barely eating. It's not that I was eating like hamburgers or whatever. I am 10.5 weeks post-op. As you can see, I'm in the hospital. Now, this is what happened. I look kind of crazy, and I lost a contact being in here. It's even funnier. I've lost 50 pounds already. And it had slowed down because, honestly, with me working and then being at home, okay, I work and then I come home, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to take care of the dogs, I have to take care of, everything at home, and my husband's schedule kind of got messed up. So everything is like, this new schedule's affecting me in lots of ways. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that for the past couple of weeks, things have been very hectic and hard to adjust to. Something is happening to my camera. It's acting up. But it's okay. I think I know what the problem is. Another thing. Hold on. Let me kind of start all over. The day before yesterday, actually, let's say Thursday night, I made some watermelon soup. Now, this requires a lot of veggies, and it's no grease, it's just the veggies, and then I even cooked the meat side, and then I added everything to the pot. Now, this is a watermelon recipe. I'm not from Guatemala. This is, my husband is, so his mother gave me this recipe. So then I cooked it for him, and I had the broth of it. And it was delicious. The broth was delicious. And I was like, well, this is healthier than Cuban soup. I'm Cuban. And I had the broth. Now, there was a salad that was with tomatoes, watercress, cilantro, onions, radish, all chopped up, and with salt, and I guess with the juices of that, and lemon. Since I thought the tomatoes and everything were cut up in little itty bitty pieces and it was mushy and soft and it was just a salad, I had a spoonful of that. And now that I've been thinking over what brought me to this hospital, because they didn't find anything in the CT scan, they're telling me it had to be something that I ate. So I went by and I said, I had a piece of that meat that was in the soup. That meat is cow rib meat. It's beef for stew. So since I thought that it was boiled and cooked that it was so soft and mushy that I was able to eat it, it got stuck. And I know it had to be that because it was pretty hard to digest. So it had to be that. The next day I went to sleep, I was fine. That night I was fine. I went to sleep. I woke up at 10 in the morning because of the crazy schedule. I woke up and then I had that the hunger pain, like when you wake up in the morning and you're kind of hungry. But I don't like to eat in the morning because I know my stomach, if it's this small, it gets this small. So what I do is I just drink a protein shake, which honestly my favorite is the muscle milk one. And I drink that, and I'm so good. And I go, I either go back to sleep or start handling my day, and I don't eat till later till I feel like my stomach has expanded enough. With with the with the with the milkshake. So what happened was I drank a little bit of milk since I really wasn't planning to wake up. I was planning to go back to sleep. And a sharp pain right here in the middle of my chest, like where my pouch is around that area. It started happening, but it was so sharp. It was so sharp. It was like somebody was literally right there, just jabbed me with something, just stabbed me with something, and I couldn't believe it. So, and it was consistent. And I was just in agony. And everybody came out and they're like, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" And I drank a little bit of water, and then I threw it up, and then it was just sharp. It wouldn't go away. And then I thought, okay, something, okay, it'll go away. And there was no position that I would, I curled up in a fetal position. I tried to put pressure on it. I laid on the bed, and I said, "Call my doctor. This is serious," because I'm not the type I hold it. I'm not the type to go through something like that and just, I really try to hold on. And everybody in my family were like, "Can you just call the rescue? You're so hard-headed. You don't want to call the rescue." I'm like, "No, I don't. This will go away." And I did call a rescue. But the pain was consistent, and I couldn't. So I just told my sister, "Just take me. Take me to the hospital." We called the doctor. One of his co-doctors got to us. One of his doctors, his partners, and said, asked what happened. And he just said, "You know what? Just go to the hospital. Go to the ER." And I was already planning on it before he even said that. He just confirmed it for us. And when I came to the ER, mind you, I didn't know what had happened. I couldn't understand it because I've been out and I haven't experienced anything like this. So I didn't think it was something I ate. I thought it was something that happened to me. And I was in agonizing pain. It was so bad. And then the vomiting was back to back. They shot me with morphine. They injected my IV with morphine. And let me tell you how bad the pain was. Morphine didn't do anything for me. It didn't calm it. It didn't calm me. It didn't alleviate me for anything. I felt like she didn't do anything. I was like, "Are you sure you gave me something?" And then they gave me Zofran for the vomiting. I was throwing up with the anti-nausea medicine. Then they gave me Venom, the other alternative for the anti-nausea. Nothing was working. I was throwing up my life away. I was throwing up, and it was the horrible throw up. Like, just throwing up, nausea, spitting out. I threw up bile. I threw up everything. I threw up until I threw up phlegm. And that was Friday. All day from 10 in the morning till 1 o'clock in the morning was my last. Well, actually, the last time I was really badly throwing up. I threw up like around 6 o'clock in the morning. When I was sleeping, finally, they kept giving me medicine and everything. They kept getting it. Finally, the last dose. It's like my sleep, like I was overpowered by the pain, and finally, I just, knocked out, and I threw up a little bit. I had the throw up pan right here in my pillow, so I could just go over and throw up. And then I woke up yesterday morning feeling like nearly 90% better. Today I'm great. I feel good, but they want to keep me on anti-inflammatory because my stomach is inflamed. The doctor actually came here to see me right now, and this guy told me Wednesday, and today is Monday. I'm like, no, I'm fine. He goes, "All right, we'll find tomorrow." I'm like, okay, good, because I want to go home. I miss my family. I miss